There's a reason Japanese doctors don't advertise this breakfast food in medical journals. A 28-day study showed it reduced visceral fat by 23%. But the supplement industry can't patent fermented soybeans. No patent means no profit. So while America spends $50 billion annually on probiotics that don't work, one 50-gram serving of natto, costing 35 cents, delivers 100 times more live bacteria than the most expensive capsule. Today, I'm showing you what they're not telling you. Here's what they won't tell you at your annual checkup. Japan has a 4.5% obesity rate. The United States, 42%. And before you say genetics, listen to this. When Japanese people move to Western countries and adopt Western diets, their obesity rates match their neighbors within one generation. A 2024 study in Nutrition Journal analyzed 132 countries and found something the food industry absolutely hates. Adherence to a traditional Japanese diet score was inversely correlated with obesity, even after controlling for GDP, healthcare spending, and lifestyle factors. Translation: countries that ate more fermented foods, seaweed, and fish were dramatically leaner. Not because of calorie restriction, because of bacterial composition. And at the center of that diet is a food that costs 35 cents per serving, delivers more live probiotics than a $60 supplement bottle, and has been shown in peer-reviewed studies to shrink visceral fat cells in 28 days. But you won't see it advertised, because there's no profit margin in telling you to eat fermented soybeans. Today, I'm breaking down the 3 biological mechanisms, the exact 28-day protocol, and why the probiotic industry is terrified of this information getting out. Here's what the probiotic industry doesn't want you to know. Most probiotic supplements contain dead bacteria. Even if they're alive when manufactured, they die during shipping, storage, and stomach acid exposure. A 2022 analysis tested 25 best-selling probiotic brands. Result? Only 3 delivered the bacterial count listed on the label. The rest? Expensive placebo. But natto is different. It contains Bacillus subtilis, a spore-forming bacteria that survives stomach acid and reaches your intestines alive. One 50-gram serving delivers approximately 10 billion CFU, colony-forming units, of live bacteria. That's more than most probiotic capsules, for 35 cents instead of $2 per pill. But here's the mechanism they really don't want you understanding. Your gut contains 2 major bacterial families, firmicutes and bacteroidetes. A higher firmicutes to bacteroidetes ratio has been consistently linked to obesity in humans. Obese people have more firmicutes. Lean people have more bacteroidetes. A study published in the Journal of Molecular Nutrition and Food Research fed obese rats natto powder for 8 weeks. Results? Body weight dropped significantly. Visceral fat shrank in a dose-dependent manner. Gut microbiome reshuffled. Bacteroidetes increased, firmicutes decreased. The fermented version was substantially more potent than eating plain soybeans. Why? Because fermentation breaks down anti-nutrients like trypsin inhibitors that block nutrient absorption. Think of it this way: regular soybeans are a locked toolbox. Your body can't access the nutrients. Fermentation is the key that unlocks it, releasing bioavailable isoflavones, nattokinase enzymes, and probiotic bacteria. And here's what they'll never tell you in a supplement ad. You can't bottle this. The bacteria need the fiber matrix. The enzymes need the soybean substrate. The whole food delivers the entire ecosystem, not just one isolated strain in a capsule. A natto supplement gives you one enzyme. Actual natto gives you the enzyme plus bacteria, plus isoflavones, plus soluble fiber, plus vitamin K2. You can't patent that. So they don't promote it. Part 2. The fat-burning switch they ignore. Now let's talk about the metabolic mechanism. The weight loss industry pretends doesn't exist. You have 2 types of fat in your body. White fat stores energy. This is what you see in the mirror. Brown fat burns energy to generate heat, consuming white fat as fuel. Most adults have very little active brown fat. It's dormant. And the supplement industry has spent billions trying to create pills that activate it. But here's what a 2023 systematic review in the journal Nutrients confirmed. Green tea catechins, specifically EGCG, upregulate a protein called UCP1 that turns brown fat on. When UCP1 is activated, your brown fat begins burning white fat to produce heat. Your body literally consumes its own stored fat. A University of Geneva study showed that green tea extract increased 24-hour energy expenditure by 4%. And this wasn't from caffeine. When they tested caffeine alone at the same dose, zero effect. It was the catechin-caffeine synergy. But here's the part they don't advertise. You need to consume green tea the way Japan does. In the West, we steep a tea bag and throw it away. In Japan, matcha is consumed as a fine powder. You ingest the entire leaf. This delivers up to 137 times more EGCG than a standard cup of green tea. And when you pair matcha with natto at breakfast, you create a metabolic cascade. The natto reshapes your gut bacteria. Bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate. Butyrate signals your brain to reduce appetite. Matcha activates brown fat. Brown fat burns the stored white fat. A study from the Fukuoka Diabetes Registry examined over 4,300 Japanese patients and found that higher fiber intake was significantly associated with lower BMI, lower fasting glucose, lower triglycerides, even after adjusting for total calorie intake. The fiber feeds beneficial bacteria. The bacteria produce butyrate. Butyrate strengthens your intestinal barrier and suppresses hunger signals. You feel satisfied on less food, not deprived. Satisfied. But you can't sell this protocol in a pill, so the industry pretends it doesn't exist. Alright, here's the exact protocol that shrinks visceral fat in 28 days. Day 1 to 28. Morning ritual, 6:30 a.m. Natto, 50 grams. One small traditional pack. Eat it with rice, soy sauce, and mustard. The Bacillus subtilis survives stomach acid. If you can't find fresh natto, frozen works. Bacteria reactivate after thawing. 7 a.m. Matcha. 1 to 2 teaspoons. Whisk into water heated to 175 degrees. Never boiling. Boiling destroys up to 60% of EGCG. Add a squeeze of lemon. Increases absorption up to 6 times. Never add cow's milk. Casein proteins bind to catechins, reducing absorption by 80%. Drink 30 minutes before your largest meal. The catechins prime brown fat for activation right when your body processes the most calories. 12 ESRPM. Miso soup. 1 bowl. Unpasteurized. Miso paste only. Pasteurized, ignore dead bacteria. Dissolve 1 tablespoon in warm, not boiling water, or dashi. Add seaweed, tofu, scallions. Dinner. Fatty fish, 3x weekly. Salmon, mackerel, sardines. Minimum 280 milliliters omega-3 per serving. Grill or bake. Never deep fry. Seaweed, 5-10 grams, 3 to 4x weekly. Contains fucoxanthin, converts white fat cells into brown-like fat-burning cells. Additional protocol rules. Timing. Eat dinner by 7 to 8 p.m., breakfast by 7 a.m., or natural 11-12 hour fast. Your body burns stored fat overnight. Harahachi. Boo. Stop eating at 80% full. Takes 20 minutes for satiety hormones to reach your brain. When you stop at 80%, you feel perfectly satisfied when signals arrive. Measurement. Track waist circumference weekly, not weight. Visceral fat loss is the true marker. Why 28 days? Your gut microbiome takes 4-8 weeks to restructure. Most studies show measurable changes at the 28-day mark. Enough time for bacterial populations to shift, brown fat to activate, and visceral fat to begin shrinking. But supplement companies can't sell you a 28-day protocol with whole foods. They need you buying pills forever. Mistakes that destroy the protocol. Here are the errors that sabotage results. Mistake number 1. Buying supplements instead of food. I see this constantly. People buy nattokinase capsules instead of natto, matcha extract pills instead of actual matcha. You lose the fiber matrix, the synergistic compounds, the prebiotic substrate, the live bacteria. A supplement gives you a photocopy of 1 page. Whole food gives you the entire library. Mistake number 2. Boiling your matcha or miso. Boiling water, your 60% EGCG destroyed in matcha. Rolling boil, Yushiwa 100% probiotics killed in miso. Rule: 175 degrees for matcha. Add miso after removing pot from heat. Mistake number 3, inconsistency. Trying natto for 3 days, seeing no results, quitting. Your gut microbiome takes 4-8 weeks to restructure. The Japanese aren't lean because they ate natto once. They eat it every single day. Consistency is the mechanism. Mistake number 4, pasteurized miso. Most grocery store miso is pasteurized to extend shelf life. Pasteurization, dead bacteria. Look for unpasteurized or live culture on the label. Usually found in refrigerated sections, not shelf-stable aisles. Mistake number 5, expecting instant results. This isn't a drug. It's a biological restructuring. Week 1 to 2, gut bacteria begin shifting. Week 3 to 4, satiety signals improve, cravings reduce. Week 4 to 6, visceral fat begins shrinking, measurable on scan. Week 8 plus, full metabolic reset. The research shows 23% visceral fat reduction after 28 days of consistent protocol. But supplement ads promise lose 10 pounds in 7 days because they're selling fantasy, not biology. Why they hide this? Here's why you've never heard this from a doctor or seen it advertised. The global probiotic supplement market is worth $58 billion annually. The weight loss supplement industry, $33 billion. A bottle of natto costs $3.50 and lasts a week. A bottle of probiotic pills costs $40 and delivers dead bacteria. There's no profit in telling you to eat fermented soybeans. So they hide it, not maliciously, just economically. But here's what you need to understand. When Japanese people move to Western countries and adopt Western diets, their obesity rates match their neighbors in 1 generation. This proves it's not genetics. It's bacterial composition. Here's the 28-day protocol. 1. Natto, 50 grams daily at 6:30 a.m. 2. Matcha, 1 to 2 TSP at 175 degrees, 30 minutes before lunch. 3. Miso soup, unpasteurized, 1 bowl daily. 4. Seaweed, 510B, 3-4x weekly. 5. Fatty fish, 3 servings weekly. 6. Stop at 80% full. 7. Measure waste weekly, not weight. Your gut microbiome isn't broken. It's just starving for the bacteria they stopped selling you. If this information changed how you see probiotics and weight loss, share this video. Most people are wasting hundreds on supplements that don't work. While a 35-cent breakfast could restructure their metabolism in 28 days. Subscribe. If you want more hidden health protocols the industry doesn't advertise. At Visceral, we believe the best medicine is what they're not selling you. Thanks for watching.